Climate change, biodiversity loss, natural resources depletion, and pollution are the 4 challenges of today's world. These crises are interrelated and interdependent, and therefore must be solved in an integrated way. This is not only critical, this is urgent. We have this decade to change the current trend. On top of this, the current COVID pandemic is changing the global landscape, and our biggest short-term challenge is now to respond to the health and economic crisis. But we must not forget that overall direction we need to take. Our policies and investment must become coherent with the environment and climate goals. In the EU, we have presented the European Green Deal. It is our response to the 4 environmental crises I just mentioned, and our new strategy for growth and competitiveness, and a strategy for a regenerative economy. It is also an agenda for future-proofing the EU, responding to the aspirations of many of our young people to live in a healthy environment and on a healthy planet. Yes, we must invest in a smarter, greener and more resilient economy. In the EU, we want to become the first climate-neutral continent by 2050. To get there, we have presented the first ever EU climate law. And just a few weeks ago, the Commission has also proposed to step up Europe's 2030 climate ambition to at least a 55% reduction by 2030. To reach climate neutrality and the new climate targets, all sectors have to be decarbonized. We need more renewable energy. We need a transformed food system. We need sustainable infrastructure. And we need to transition to a full circular economy. To reach climate neutrality, we also need to capture carbon. Now, how can we do this? Either through technologies or through ecosystems and natural carbon sinks. Therefore, to achieve climate neutrality, we also need to protect and restore our ecosystems. Let me give you the example of forest. Now, forests capture and store CO2 and thus mitigate climate change. They reduce the risk vis-à-vis natural disasters, such as floods, droughts or heat waves, which are often induced by climate change. They prevent soil erosion, and they provide clean water through filtration and ensure water retention. And they clean the air. This is all what the forest can do. But take also the key role of the oceans. Did you know that oceans are absorbing more than 1/3 of the carbon we are emitting? So that means climate and biodiversity action must go hand in hand. Investing in nature-based solutions will deliver multiple benefits. We will not solve climate change if we do not solve at the same time the ecosystems and biodiversity crisis. These are 2 sides of the same coin. But this is not only about ecosystems and species. It is also implying a radical and very urgent change in our production, but also more informed and conscious consumption patterns in our economy and even our behavior and even our lifestyles. The way we consume, eat, move, all towards more circularity and, as I said, a regenerative growth. This necessary transition is both a huge challenge, but it's also a huge opportunity. We can halt biodiversity loss. We can bring back planetary health if we act now. So such a change will not be easy, but it is crucial. We must all take concrete actions at all levels, in the public and private sector, but also each and every one of us in our individual choices. And this is why I thank you for your invitation to participate as Director General of the European Commission's Department of Environment in this journey, our common journey towards Climate Action Day. We need concrete action, and we need the involvement of youth to design the solutions for the future. So let us all act now.